You looked at it before. I think they are 6 inch. 8 of them. Okay. All right, we can get started.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know a couple of them are volunteers. Yeah, 4 of them. All right. Okay, thank you all for coming. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda. No, we changed it for next week. We were gonna fix that at the unfinished business.
Okay.
Oh, yep, I'm sorry. I need to include the master plan. So we read it over, we've done it, and they've done all the planning commission needs to do with it, so it is ready for our adoption and approval. We have a resolution for the approval of the master plan. Okay. And I have those pre-numbered here too, so we'll do that. All right, so I need a motion to approve the consent agenda. Second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. All right. Oh, we got two agendas. I had it written on one, not the other one. All right. Okay, so we can go right into reports. Chief, what you got?
Big thing we're coming into right now is ice season. Hopefully everybody has seen on the news up Calcutta County, a family just lost 2 members, got on the ice. 2 brothers just drowned. Right now the ice is not safe, and so please be aware of that if you're going to go out on the ice. Chimney fire season is here. It's alive and cooking. Literally cooking. No pun intended. So if you guys are heating with wood, make sure you keep your chimneys clean. Dryer vents. Dryer vents are the #2 cause of all structure fires. Your dryer, electric dryer, gas dryer gets filled up with lint. It can't breathe. You start your house on fire. So besides that, everything is good. We've been busy doing a lot of training and yeah, just doing what we gotta do every week. And so that's all I got.
Thank you. Tim, what you got?
Snow and salting.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right.
How many inches do we have so far this year?
25.8 up until this morning.
Okay.
I don't do the 0.8s.
Mr. Roberts and a next number, right?
David, round up. All right. Anything going on transportation? We're good.
Yeah.
Finish the
They
shed.
got electric and they got heat, both of them, man. So Joey was hanging Christmas lights the other day. So
Yeah, he was saying he was going to.
he's got a wreath hanging, and he asked me for some screws and a drill to hang some Christmas lights. So
That is great.
he's
Oh,
happy.
so he likes his new shed. Got it. And that it looks nice where you got it all mounted. So.
Well, needs siding yet, but
Yeah, that's cool. All right. All right, so we got the management council report. This month slows down. Few family Christmases. Santa's coming on the 13th at 6 p.m. And then she'd like to do one more upgrade, and she just gave it to me. So our sound system in there has a DVD player and a VCR to it. So it's probably the original one that went in 25 years ago. So you can't do anything wireless to it. So she has a new receiver that people will be able to hook up to their phone. and do whatever they want, you know, be able to play whatever music they wanted out of it. A little more updated, it's $62 for, a 2-channel amplifier. And then, you probably heard talking from Jason and Ron, we need to replace all the speakers in here too, because there's half of them or more are blown, and they all have a buzziness to them, so probably a couple $100 to update this, so.
Thank you, Andy.
No.
I've had them all almost.
Yeah, so just maintenance and repair on that, so. Anybody have a problem with us doing that? Okay, so we're good there. We can add that for a few hundred, we'll say, let's give it a $400 max. We'll add that underneath the resolution to the master plan. I don't think it'll be that, but maybe that. I think the speakers, we looked at, they were like $70, $80 for what we need.
I think so.
Yeah, they're not much.
Amazon's a great place to shop.
It is.
Okay. All right. We got that on the agenda. That's it. She said, "Happy Merry Christmas." Okay. Parks and Rec.
The wall's looking nice. They're getting that sucker in.
Yeah, I think it's all poured.
Yeah, it's all poured, they're just, waiting now.
Yeah. Did they strip it yet?
No, half of it, yes. They just poured the other side,
Okay.
and, I think those will be coming off this coming week, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So,
And he's just gotta do the steps and
yeah,
Yeah,
they
they-
go in the springtime to do that.
Yeah, they won't pour the flat work, the ramp and the steps until spring. It's too cold for that now. They can pour the wall, because it doesn't cool down too fast. It creates enough heat to keep itself warm. So, all right, so yeah, we're moving along on that. I'll probably start mounting
Oh,
the
yeah,
brackets
waiting to hear back from consumers on the lights.
on the lights. Okay. All right. Consumer lights question. And I will have a bid for running power to that wall. So we can put a couple low-level security lights on the wall, so it just keeps it illuminated. I have an electrician come take a look at that. Running power from the existing pole, to
Right.
put 2 like 12-foot poles out there just to give a little light, so that nothing
Well, I
happens.
think they got
It's
some
just security.
safety lights too, the covers that go over them, so if they throw anything at it.
Yeah, it'll just be down, so nobody,
Right.
nothing happens behind that wall that, you know, gives them security. Yep. Okay, planning.
Master plan is done, obviously we'll get to that later. The only thing I got besides Ben has been absolutely amazing
Okay.
to work with, and really appreciate what he did.
Yeah, that thing looks really nice. So. Zoning, it's slowing down. I think we processed about 2 earlier, from the last meeting, and we have 2 more to do right now. So, and I know he's got a couple chunks of blades that he's looking at, so, and he's doing a really good job getting that cleaned up. There's 2 or 3 parcels that have really made big improvements, so he's whittling away at the numbers. Okay, anything from public comment? Is there anybody signed up? Yes?
Was somebody else going?
Anybody? Nobody?
No, there's nothing on
There's
it.
nothing on it. Okay.
Is there a microphone to this PA system?
Yeah, we have them in there.
Yeah, they're in there.
It's there already?
There's 2 of them in there.
Yeah,
There's 1, 2, 4 or 5 actually.
right, in that box that hooks up separate to this box. That
Yep.
we're- yeah.
Okay, and then, as far as the minutes, are they changing the draft minutes that are on the web to reflect the actual vote
Yes,
that
the
was
actual
taken?
vote, yep, and we're gonna correct that actual vote here in unfinished business.
Okay, and then it's my understanding the township got Starlink for, web?
Yes, so did the fire department. We've had too many issues where it was been down for too long, and we couldn't have that, so.
Are you gonna have access for the public to be able to use that, or are we still running the guest on the library if anybody comes here?
Yes, on the library.
So when we have events and things here, we can't use Wi-Fi?
As far as, we have to figure out a way to secure it, because we needed it with going to everything on the cloud, the CSNA cloud. It has to be faster. And then to do the reports for the fire department, they were down. These people were, the fire department was coming back and having to sit there and wait for things to load, and they can't do reports, so that's what we had out there.
So is there an objection to having, public use of the internet?
we'll have to look into that and see if that causes any issues.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. All right, so first thing is we made a mistake last meeting, we got it corrected with, we need to revote for the training of the deputy clerk for the zoning training. The deadline is already passed, so I need a motion to approve the training, for the deputy clerk for zoning. Anybody on motion? I'll make the motion. Anybody second? Okay, so there is no training for the deputy clerk, or for the zoning training. It was an improper vote, so it's taken care of. All right, Manistee Contractual Services Agreement. This is a contractual service agreement. Basically, they prepare all of our taxes. Winter, summer, assessment changes, they do it for everybody in the county because of the mass printing, the mass, folding, stuffing, all of that. So this is to prepare all the tax bills, all of the assessment change notices, and all of that. And per parcel for townships this time around, it is $491. It was $479. That covers the preparation of all of our tax rolls, summer and winter, and its change notices. So I need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. All in favor? All opposed? Okay. Good. And that's that one. Okay. And resolution to adopt poverty guidelines. So what this is, we have to do this every year, either in December or January. And this is the federal guidelines, put standards out for the level of poverty depending on how many residents you have living in your home. So for instance, it went from $15,060 to, let's see, page to $15,650 for one person in a household. So there's just an increase, cost of living increase. So, and I did change the front page. The other thing that was done on it is, we used to have two forms, a 5737 and a 5739. The 39 is now included in the 57, so that is, the 5737 is no longer in the packet. It was basically redundant. It was redundant. They had the same information on it, you just have to fill out the same thing twice, so they streamlined it. So I need a motion to approve the new federal poverty guidelines and the asset test. Oh, no, we got, yeah, okay, so second, and then this is a resolution, so it has to go by resolution, so sorry, you need to call that out. And this will be resolution 2025-12 for December 01. This is the first one. We have 5. Roll call on that when you're ready.
Jason?
Aye.
Aye. Rich?
Aye.
Meryl? Aye. Nick?
Okay. See where I'm at on my next resolution here. Poverty guidelines, so now we have, the next on the agenda, which is 3 and 4, because I already renumbered them, sorry. I did them out of order, my mistake. All right, so establishing, the first resolution will be 25-1203. This is establishing a resolution to establish town hall rental use policy. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this? Anybody? Okay. So this is a resolution to adopt the new hall use rental policy, and then the next one will be the amount that will be rented for. Okay. So to give everybody an idea on this, you can go ahead and start writing this. It was brought to the attention of the township, and has actually been brought to quite a few townships' attention, that you either can give your hall away for free, or you have to rent, and there's no discrimination between anything. So, and there's no discrimination between what we consider a charitable act or a charitable group or not. So this was, I contacted MTA, I contacted and had a meeting with our township attorney, and in the state constitution, it is illegal to give township property, meaning we're giving it away free. There's still electrical being used, there's still heat, there's still wear and tear on the facilities, there's toilet paper being used, I mean, so that's why it's a minimum charge. So that's what this is setting, that we will be charging. The only thing that you could do is you could choose not to rent it to non-residents or groups that don't have at least one non-resident. We don't have a big issue with that, it's all gonna be rented, so the board chose not to include that in this language. So that would be resolution number 2025-1203. So I just need a motion on that. Need a motion for the resolution.
I'll make a motion.
Jason, second?
Second.
Jason, or Nick, sorry. I'm whenever you're ready.
Roll call, right?
Yep.
Jason?
Aye.
Scarlett, Rich?
Yes.
Mary? Yes. Nick?
Aye.
Okay, and then the second resolution, I had this done by a policy all in one. So Tom Greer decided that it needs to be by two resolutions. He likes his resolution better than my policy, so that's what I'm doing. So the second one sets the amount. And, so there will be a security deposit of $150 for any all-day or longer uses, or when there's alcohol being served. Outside of that, we don't need to have a security deposit or damage deposit. The fees for renting will be Sunday through Thursday, $10 per hour for all, and Fridays and Saturdays will be $15 per hour. Setting it, so if you rent, say, Friday to set up and you have a wedding on Saturday, the hours are 8 a.m. to midnight. You're not gonna get charged from midnight to 8 a.m. Yes, sir.
So if you don't have a deposit on something that happens, like we have a 4 thing and somebody gets trashed in here,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to foot the bill for that.
Yes. So $150 deposit, how much is that gonna actually
Well, I
cost?
don't know.
So that's, and then there is a policy in here that the township board has the right to not rent to somebody if they cause damage and don't pay for it. So we have that in the clause. Yep, so that is in there. So if you come in and you trash it, I mean, if you cause $1,000 worth of damage, you only have $150, you take it. And we can choose never to rent to you again. That is at the board discretion, so. Once again, this is a resolution, it's 25-1204. And if I do a roll call over also.
What about funerals?
Funerals are not allowed to be free. There was quite a discussion, I did have to talk to Tom about that also, and he said it's either free or it's charged. There is no way in between. So, and we did allow in the work, so if you had a funeral here that was 2 or 3 hours, it's $30. Okay? An hour setup and an hour cleanup are not included. So you could be in the building for 5 hours, or you could be, if your funeral lasted, your event lasted, 2 hours. It would only cost you $20. You go to a funeral home, whatever, it's still a much cheaper option for our residents. This is not something I wanted to do. This is not something this board wanted to do. It was brought to the attention, and since I've had meetings with a trustee from Marilla Township that came to me, it's been brought up there and at Maple Grove also. So this is something that's happening tonight. So somebody's bringing this out and up, and we're having to deal with it. This is, and I promise you, as long as I'm here, I will fight to keep hometown our hometown. But this is something, when I asked Tom, I said, what if we just don't do it? He goes, I won't offend you in court, I'll tell the judge I told you not to. So this is something our hands being forced. This is something none of us want to do, okay?
I have a question, just for clarification. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm asking. Is it only for the time that you're physically running the event and setup isn't included? Did I got that right?
An hour setup and an hour cleanup, any more than that. So like I talked to the boosters about their craft show. And I spoke with Denise, and she said, we like to set up from like 3 to 7 at night on a Friday, so that would be 4 hours at 15. And then their craft show goes from 9 AM until 3, so that's that hour, that's another 6 hours. And then they could have the 3 hour, they could have the hour of cleanup afterwards and be out of here at 4. So we'll try to work with people, but yeah, that's what's included. So, yep.
Thank you.
All right. So, we need a motion to adopt the hall fee, the hall fee usage.
I'll second it.
Okay, all right, whenever you're ready, we need a roll call.
Jason?
Rich?
Yep.
Mary? Nick?
Okay. Moving right along. So, we got another resolution. This is resolution month here. All right, so this is the countywide Parks and Rec plan. So we've done this for multiple years. It has benefits for the county, it has benefits for us. It gives us grant opportunities, it gives us a lot of, it's a countywide recreation plan where they ask for input from every township. They ask every township to contribute $1,000, we do this every 5 years. So I would like to make a motion that we adopt and we enter into the countywide recreation plan, which will take us through another 5 years. Second? Okay.
Is there a resolution number to that?
That is resolution 251202, said I numbered them out of order.
Thank you.
I'll just sign it before you do, sorry. Ready?
Jason? Rich?
Yes.
Mary? Yes. Nick?
Yes.
Okay. And this is our master plan that we're going to adopt. Planning Commission has worked really hard on. This has been in the works for quite a long time. I want to really compliment Doug, Nick, Michael Lynn, Mary Becker, and Andrew. They did a great job on this. They put in a lot of work to get this done. And I'm looking for that resolution.
20 years ago, it was this thick.
Yes, it,
It was?
Yeah.
we were on, yeah,
Yep.
It was about a
25
week and a
years ago,
half.
it was that thick.
yeah, now, this is it, and there's maps in here. So this is much easier to use, it is much more, user friendly. You do not have to be an attorney to read almost any of it, so.
Can residents purchase those, the copy of that?
It's online, this is on the web,
I know.
but a copy, I don't know, I don't know, I really don't know, I would imagine.
10 cents a page.
10 cents a page is what you can get it for, so whatever, I don't know how many pages are in this, but yeah, you could. If you wanted to get it, what have we got, 70? I'd have to ask Ben what the total amount is, I don't think there's less than 100 pages in here, so. And there's some maps, of the township, there's ORV maps, there's all of it, so it is quite a nice, it's put together really, really well. I would imagine it should be at 10 cents a page, so.
What's the price you'll have it available with the actual quote?
I think it's just everything, because it's on the web.
Yeah, because it's free, you can download it online and print it off.
Yep. So I have that as resolution, I am looking for that resolution that I had in here. Do you have that one? Because this would be resolution, 2025-1205. I had that. I'm sorry. I thought I put it right in here when I got it today. So I was looking for it. No, it's here. here it is, got it. Stuck it. Okay, so he's got it right there. So this would be to adopt, I need a motion to approve to adopt the master plan, and it'll be resolution number 2025-1205.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Jason?
Aye.
Rich?
Yep.
Merrill? Yep. Nick?
All right, so the last thing on the agenda is what we added for the, new sound system, what do you call it, is that an EQ, or what is that?
Just a radio, basically.
Yeah.
But we gotta make sure, I have that paper again.
Yes.
I wanna make sure that one has a auxiliary out in for the microphone.
And we gotta make sure it hooks up to a microphone.
Yeah, two microphone inputs.
Wireless microphone?
The wireless mics are on are separate receivers up in the
Right,
cover.
let's hook into this.
Yep, you can hook to that, so.
Okay.
So, we shouldn't need it, I would imagine speakers are less than a couple $100, but I wanna approve, I would like to make a motion to approve 400 for the receiver, I guess you'd call it, and 8 new speakers for the seal, to replace the old ones.
Make a motion.
Okay. Jason, you? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, I need a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor?
I'm gonna keep this, all right?
Hold on, you wait for this, okay? Who made the motion? Thank
Jason did,
you.
Nick seconded it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now we're just whipping through that. At 7:48. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody, have a great holiday. I know, I think,
He's trying to get rid of the change with my birthday. No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wait a minute, everybody sit down for a second, I'm sorry, if you don't mind, I need to make this was supposed to be a public comment, and I missed it 2 months in a row. So, I apologize, and I don't wanna do this to the people at Lawn Press. I had it sitting right here and I missed it. So, Lawn Press holds a golf outing, okay, and I do apologize to Debbie for this. I missed it last month. She is donating a check of, just find the amount, I do with it. And she's donating it towards the Veterans Memorial, and she would like, if there's anybody, if there's a vet that really cannot afford their own bricks, she'd like some of the money to go for that, or for use in completing the Veterans Memorial. And it is a check of $1,186, okay? Plus, they also donated 2 of our flagpoles. So I believe they still call it the Darrow Glazing Golf Event. So this was a great fundraiser. They've given it to schools, backpacks, and things over at the school. They've given it to other organizations. So this is something that if you like the golf, or if you want to support Pawncrest and sponsor a hole, it's a great thing they do, because they do give this back to our community or our schools. It stays here, and it's usually every year it's about, $1,000 or more. So this was a great thing, and I did not want to miss Lee and Debbie again on that one, so I do apologize. So if you see them, thank them, because this is a really nice gesture. So, and if you know a veteran that really can't afford the brick, you do have some help for them. Okay? All right. Thank you. Email me.